Hey guys, Zethrion here from Langrisser SEA. I want to take some time to do basically a wrap-up video and some special thanks to everyone that made this tournament possible. This will be the last video I make on the Langrisser SEA All-Stars Tournament, which came to an exciting conclusion last Sunday, where our very own Vision from Sea's Roger Valley beat Military BSB in the grand finals to take the championship home for C. So some reflections and accomplishments that the tournament has achieved. We've recorded and seen 10 high-level best-of-3 matches of Apex to rewatch and learn from, and those will be up on my channel for anyone who wants to watch and see what's early Season 3 gameplay in Apex Arena looks like. We also managed to hit a peak viewership of more than 300 viewers every single day. Of course, this is aggregated from every streamer that was broadcasting this. So the English language stream by myself and Mr. Scissors, the Mandarin stream from Sanmao on the days that it was up, as well as the Korean language stream from Pure Unsol. And of course, most of these viewers were from Korea, who has a very, very dynamic and vibrant community. It's very interested in Apex. So thank you everyone for your support, especially to our newfound Korean friends. Thank you very much for sending your players over to have fun and take part in this tournament. I'd like to give some special thanks to people which this tournament would not have been possible. This was not a one-man show by any means. Very, very big thank you to Noob Pianist, my co-organizer, as well as a sponsor of the prize money that was given out. Without Noob Pianist, honestly, I wouldn't have had the tournament organizing experience to make this happen. He's been doing tournament organizing since his Dark Souls 3 days. He's still doing that now actually, and he was juggling a few Dark Souls 3 tournaments while he was organizing this together with me. So many thanks to Noob Pianist for his experience in tournament organizing, bracket creation, and all that. Again, without him, I wouldn't have had the knowledge or experience to do this on my own. Also, very big thank you to Well Cooked Onion, who was also a sponsor of the prize money, and congratulations on your recent wedding. A very big thanks to my guildmates Vivian, Edina, as well as Dalphis, who basically served as the account lenders, again without which the foreign guests would not have any accounts to play on. This is not a small undertaking by any stretch. You firstly have to trust a complete stranger with your account that you have spent not just money but also time on building and cultivating, and you have to be available to be able to scan the foreign guests in when you want to look at the account, when you want to play for the match. There's a lot of logistics involved, there's a lot of sacrifice involved as well, because on the days that the matches were occurring, for example, Vivian couldn't log in to farm Anarchies or do World Arena, and there's really a lot of sacrifice involved in being an account lender. So thank you very much to my guildmates for your both your enthusiasm and availability in lending your accounts. If anyone thinks that the accounts we picked were unfair, then I would strongly encourage you to step up as an account lender yourself for the next cross-server tournament we do. However, it is not that easy, because usually the players coming from the other side would want an account with a certain level of training, so that they can say that they lost not because the account was not up to standard, but because of getting truly outplayed. So if anyone feels that their account is up to scratch, please do approach us when we organize the next cross-server tournament. Special thanks to the players who took part. Again, without them, there would not be anything to watch. For the legend himself, his exciting rush gameplay. For Erwin, Liana is very composed, methodical gameplay, aggressive when he needs to be, conservative when not. For Restorm Clock and Military BSB, very exciting, aggressive games with quadruple assassins and Estelle as a primary first pick tank. Very exciting games there. To our Taiwanese players, IMMLF and Sanmao, thank you very much for taking part as well. And of course, not forgetting our C representatives, Dark Prince from Floating City, whom I was sorry to hear of his recent retirement from Langrisser itself. And we would also like to thank Leos from Alice City, NZR from Emerald Gate, as well as Vision from Roger Valley. Obviously, our grand champion as well. So many special thanks to Mr. Scissors, who did the English language stream with me. Pure Sol, who did the Korean stream, and San Mao for doing the Mandarin language stream, as well as the co-casters who hopped into Discord to help out with commentary, both for entertainment as well as information purposes. So Q and Boomerang from Global, thank you so much guys for being available at such short notice to come and co-cast, as well as Transshallow and Can You for being my fellow casters when I was feeling lonely. Thank you guys for coming along and keeping us company. And again, lastly, a special thanks to everyone who watched and supported us on stream. I think with the end of this tournament, it is safe to say that SEA can hold its head up high, that our players can play on a standard commensurate with the other servers, even though they are ahead of us in terms of the schedule. Thank you for Vision for doing us proud. I did not expect this outcome, as Vision himself would admit he felt that the odds were stacked against him. Again, just to say that the account strength wasn't an issue, because the ones that the foreign guests were using, the account that they were using was mine. And it's pretty well set up with full 6 stars, adequate training levels for Anarchies, so it was definitely not an account issue that got Vision over the edge. Rather, it was a good mix of strategy, tactics, as well as maybe a bit of RNG involved. And yeah, he took the victory in a very convincing fashion, and I'm just happy to see this eventual outcome, even though we could never have planned for it at the start. So what's next? The Korean community has been fired up watching this tournament, and there's actually a lot of interest over there for a SEA Korean friendship tournament that will most likely be coming in the future. However, probably not that soon, as I think everyone needs to rest, as well as the fact that our playoffs are happening pretty soon. On the horizon, we're thinking, Noob Pianist and I were thinking of doing a Langrisser World Cup, where we basically invite every other server out there who actually plays Langrisser to come over to SEA, and we duke it out for a true world experience. The 2 servers that we were missing this tournament would be the Chinese and the Japanese servers, so it'll be interesting to see how everyone stacks up against each other. Although they do have advanced game knowledge, I think that playing on SEA gives our players an advantage of its own, because we are more familiar with our own current meta, as well as what heroes are strong relatively to others. So I don't think it's a clear-cut walkover victory for the Chinese players, and I do think that the other servers will also give them a good run for the money. But of course, this will be a logistical nightmare, coordinating 5 different servers coming over to SEA, not to mention the accounts that will be needed to host our foreign guests. So this is definitely on the back burner as such. And due to personal circumstances, I'll probably not be taking the lead in organizing these tournaments. I'll be looking to Noob Pianist to take the lead here, and I will explain these circumstances in the following video. But if you've watched this far, thank you for hearing me ramble for the last 8 minutes, and much appreciated to everyone to tune in to watch, the players, everyone who made this possible. I'm really glad that we got this done, and it still stands as the very first multi-server crossover tournament that Langrisser Mobile has ever had, hopefully not the last. As always, I hope this was entertaining, and this is Zethrion, signing off.